Hey everybody, MntDewMania here, and welcome back to, well, it's Friday, so you know what it's going to be. We are on with our MntDewMania's A to Z RedNeck Rants. We're on the letter F, and we're in Season 4. Can you believe that? And I've got a good one to talk to you about today. And depending on what era, what decade you grew up in, this F is going to have a different meaning to you than it does for others. So do not think anybody is right or wrong in how they see this F. It's all a matter of perspective. It's a matter of when you were born. Okay? So, F is for family. That's right. And some of you got a big smile on your face just then. Some of you shrugged indifferently. And some of you said, "Oh God, why are we talking about those people?" Now, I don't know which group you fell into, but I'm sure you fell into one of them. You could have just shrugged because you don't have any family. Everybody could have passed on. You could just not have any family. Some of you probably are in a loving family. You have mom and dad, or you are married and have kids, and you have a big family. Aunts, cousins, uncles, brothers, sisters. Some of you might not have, but just you and your mom and dad, just a small family. Some of you might be raised by an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent. Let me give you the definition of family, and then we'll talk about the revised definition of family, okay? The Handy Dandy Dictionary says, a basic social unit consisting of parents and their children. Any group of persons closely related by blood, i.e. parents, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc. Now, like I said before, depending on what era you grew up in, and sometimes depending on where you are in the world, depends on how you define the word family. Okay? Now, of course, when I was growing up, I was born way back, a million years ago in the 60s, okay? And being from the South, where family does not just mean kids and moms and dads, it means mom and dad, brothers and sisters, cousins, first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, aunts, uncles, anybody that marries anybody in that social network I just named, their families. Okay, you getting the picture? Alright. Now, I want you to take your preconceived ideas about what family means, okay? Toss it. In my opinion, okay, it no longer applies to this day and age. Alright? Families have moved beyond what we consider as the explanation, the definition of family, in my opinion. Thank you. Family no longer means mom, dad, 2.5 kids, and a dog that live under one house, one roof. Family means, to me now, I think, whoever is in your universe that you are so close to, blood related or not, you treat them as family. Okay? And I am talking virtual families. I am talking families with two moms. I'm talking families with two dads. I'm talking families that you might not even have met. I'm talking families that It might be a group of people you work with, and y'all are so close, you're family. Because you don't have blood family, okay? You might be adopted. You might not have anybody in the world except the people you work with, and they are your family. You love them, you take care of each other, you tell each other your troubles. They're your family, okay? Because what really is a family? It's people that you can relate to. It's people you worry about. It's people who love you. It's people who you love. It's people that you allow into your life. Okay? They are in the inner circle. They are in the hub. Okay? They are in, remember we've talked about that inner circle before that you let people in. They're in that. All right? Not some people let a lot of people in that inner circle. They have a lot of family. They have a lot of people they love, a lot of people they trust. Some people don't. Some people don't have that. So you've got to, it's like I said, it's all about how you define family. George Carlin said, "The other night I ate at a real nice family restaurant. Every table had an argument going." Now, that would have probably been my family, you know. I was adopted. So, I mean, I know who my real mother was. My great aunt and uncle adopted me. So, I have a different sort of family than most people. You know, a lot of people are adopted, you know. Some by strangers, some by family members, okay? Some people grow up in a huge family. I've got aunts and uncles. My grandmother had 9, 10 kids. But, you know, back in the old days, that's just the way it was. Some people have one child. I mean, you know, family is subjective nowadays. I have blood family. I have a husband of 30 years. We have 2 children together. He has, in total, 11 children. I have stepchildren, who I consider just as much my daughters and sons. We are not blood related, but we are family related. Okay? I have a multitude of cousins, first cousins, second cousins. Was raised with some of them. You know, some of them are spread all over the world. Never get to see them. But it's all about who you consider your family. Now, being kind of strange and weird, I'm an online gamer, even, yes, at my ripe old age, decrepit as I am. I have an online family, and I love them just as much as I do my blood family, okay? I have people at work that I consider my, and I'm doing the quotation thingies in the air, my family, because I let them into my little inner circle. Not many people get in there, but if you are in there, you're my family, and you know who you are. So, but family is important. Princess Diana said, "Family is the most important thing in the world." And it is, no matter what your family consists of. If they are in that inner circle, if you consider them family, they should be the most important people in your life, in your universe. Okay? And to follow that right back up, though, Edward Furlong says, "I don't think anyone has a normal family." This day and age, I agree with that 10,000%. Family has a whole different meaning than what it used to when I grew up, okay? There was no online. There was no internet. There was no, ever how you connect with your online families. And I think everybody, if you're any kind of online, I think you can agree with this. You know what I'm talking about. You have people in your online life that you consider just as close, if not your family, simply because you can connect with them. They get you. They don't judge you. They love you for who you are. You have known them for years. They're your family. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Do not let anybody tell you that, oh God, that's just weird. You don't know those people. Sometimes you can know people and they can be part of your family online more than you know blood relatives. Maybe you care more about the people in your virtual family than you do the actual people you know. Simply because you connect. Some people can't connect with blood family for whatever reason. It's not there. The dynamic is not there. And it might not be anybody's fault. That's just the way it is. So, yeah, I think family, the definition has changed over the years. Now, some people will argue that that's a bad thing. They will argue that calling somebody online family is a bad thing. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that's, I'm of the opinion that your family is, who you get to make it. There's an old saying, something about you can't choose your family, you're just born into them. Nowadays, I don't think that applies anymore. I think you can choose your family. And if we can't accept that and move with that, especially people in my generation, if we just don't get it, I think we're missing out on making new friends, making new family, understanding our kids and grandkids, people around us, society around us. If we're blind to what is happening and how people redefine things now, we're going to lose a big chunk of what we need to know. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Lee Curtis says, I've always put my family first, and that's just the way it is. That's true with whatever your definition of family is. My kids come before me, my husband, my life, anything. That's just the way it is. I have online family that I would drop things in a heartbeat and help them if I can. That's just the way I see my family. They come first. There's no questioning it. There's no changing it. It's not up for debate. That's just the way I'm programmed. Okay? So, if you know that I consider you my family, then you know I've got your back. 1000%. That's just the way it is. And I think most of us do feel that way about our family. But don't, at the same time, don't judge people on how they define their family. If you know somebody that says, oh yeah, my family's online, I mean, it's my gaming group, or it's my, whatever. Don't take that just as a casual statement, or something you can dismiss because you don't agree with it. That's family. You might not understand it. You might not agree with it. You might think, well, that's just weird. It's not wrong. Because, who are you to tell me who my family is? You don't know anything about me. What do you know about me? So, at the same token, what do people know about you? Do you have a family? Do you have an online family? Do you, how do you feel about that? Do you have family that you wish to God you'd never seen them? Do you have family that, if they died or something happened to them, you'd probably feel like you died too. We all have different dynamics to family. We all have, different things in our lives that shape us differently. I won't. I could tell you things in my life that have happened that are so horrific you wouldn't even know how to listen to me tell you. But I'm not going to burden you with that because some things are too personal to talk about. But if you're part of my family and I love you, then I'm going to protect you from that. I could tell you horror stories that would keep you up nights. But in order to protect my family, I won't do that. So I think we all have that different way we see and react to who we consider is part of our family. I think we all do. And like I said, family, I think, really doesn't mean anymore just blood relations, okay? I think we need to grow beyond that now. I think we need to recognize that families can be made up of whoever we love and bring into our inner circle. Alright? So, I'm going to wrap that for now. I am having some personal problems, personal health problems with my family right now. If you're keeping up with me on Facebook, you know that probably today, earlier this morning, because you will be seeing this Friday, I will probably post it at my usual post time at 1 a.m. At 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my husband will be going in for a heart catheter. That simply means that they will be going through a vein either in his groin or wrist or neck, and they will be looking at his heart to see if there are any blocked arteries. He might have to have stents put in. It's a very, it's not as invasive as it used to be, but it is a very serious procedure. And, there's always danger involved when you get invasive with any part of the body, but the heart particularly. And I am very worried and scared. And I know my family online or in here with me, in real life, have been sending thoughts and prayers. You guys know that I don't usually link it in a video, but I probably will this one. I have started a GoFundMe page. The bills are rolling in, and it's pretty bad, and so I have started that, hopefully to help. Heart procedures, as with a lot of big, heavy medical, dangerous procedures, can roll into a lot of money very quickly. And hopefully, if you can help, that would be wonderful. If you can't, even if you can just share it, the links, that will be helpful. And I appreciate it so much. And I will keep you guys updated on Facebook, how everything goes. Hopefully everything will go smoothly and we will get to come home later that night. If not, I will let you guys know. Thank you once again for all your love and support from my online family and my family here. So I will end this and hope you guys enjoy and have a wonderful day. And for me, I hope you will take 1 minute and tell your family whatever that consists of. Just give them a hug, virtual or real, and you tell them you love them and that you're thinking about them. And that will, I promise you, it will make somebody's day and they will smile and they will love you back. So, with that being said, this is MntDewMania, and F is for family. You make sure to love yours today. You don't know how much more time you have with them. I'm so out of here, guys. Later.